Hey guys, I'm back again. And today we are talking about the Ghislaine Maxwell. This is the longest drawn out saga, basically, that never seems to end. How long has she been in jail? How long? We do know that she was the sidekick of the horrible Jeffrey Epstein. There are so many testimonies of young women. They're still young. They're not even like adults. You know, these girls were saying that she went out of her way. Ghislaine went out of her way to find these girls. Basically, they were just walking up and down the street of New York, Manhattan, anywhere she could find them. And he had a home also in West Palm. And let's not forget the creepy island of Epstein. So this lady, knowing that this guy was into younger girls, instead of her saying, okay, this may not be the guy for me. Maybe I should find someone, I don't know, who's into old hags, maybe. She didn't do that. She wanted to get a grip on his wealth. Mind you, she is the daughter of Robert Maxwell. You know, he was the guy who had the magazine in Europe, and they're saying that he had squandered their money, took their what was it, the like 401k from these people that worked there, and they were left with nothing. So you see what her stock is. The water is already muddy. You know, her dad was on his yacht, and his demise was also on that yacht. So we never really got the end of that story as to what really happened with him. And she was always this little bratty socialite. This is the same lady. One of the girls, when they did an interview, she said that Ghislaine was around all of the very, very wealthy kids. Remember, she's in Europe. So all of those people she knows that had so much money, she had a lot of connections. And Epstein had the finances. So when they attach each other to each other, you have two snakes together. She was smart enough to know, okay, I have the connects and he has the money. So what do? We link up together, right? It only makes sense. And that's what they did. They're saying from 1994 to 2004 that we know of. We really don't know how long this is actually going on. That's what has been documented. She was so evil. She's now in court, and this woman, she doesn't have one lawyer. She doesn't have two lawyers. No, not three. Neither four. She has 5 of the biggest names, biggest lawyers in New York. Wow, how is that possible? Wasn't she broke? So she wasn't too naive. She said to the judge she's willing to put up $28.5 million on her bond. Where did she get this money from? Where did all this money come from? So everyone, they're just like jumping at the end of their seats. Everyone's trying to figure out, is this lady going to tell who are the high profile men? Everyone's on the edge of their seats. You know, this is the disgusting lady who found young women everywhere to be with this sick guy, this sick Epstein. And guess what? Because of the lawyers, I don't think she's gonna really suffer. I'm just saying, this lady has 5 lawyers. Like, come on, seriously. And you know what I believe may happen? She may get a slap on the wrist, probably 2 years, serve about 8 months, and then house arrest. Unfortunately. We're waiting for the wealthy men. We're waiting for the politicians, that even the guy that was who was the guy that was, there was someone that was with them that said that they did see Trump, they did see Bill Clinton, and even the pilot said that, but he didn't go into, you know, of course he's not going to get into it. But yeah, the celebs, let's not forget the prince, you know, allegedly they're all was a part of it. They were hanging out with him. There's pictures all over. This guy was able to do this because he always had something on them. He was smart enough to have something on them. So Ghislaine, she's charged with 6 counts. You know, she was so sloppy and disgusting. She was actually, from what the girls were saying, trying to be with the girls and with him, like ill. Can you imagine? Her face is just set on that sulky look. I know the girls were freaking out. And it would be really sad if she got off, because these girls have to go back to life and they're stuck remembering what they went through. Some of them didn't even go on to do what they wanted to do. There was a painter. She said she suffered trauma. There was another story when I was watching the documentary, where she said that she had a guy like stalking her to scare her. They try to silence some of these girls. And I don't know who was worse. Was it Ghislaine or was it Epstein? 2 monsters. And she was hiding away in a little cabin all by herself. Why did she not go back to Europe? Is like lets you know that she's not that smart. You know? So they're not giving her bond because they're terrified that she's going to try to go away like she did before. She was hiding out for like a good year. But they finally found her, which is great, because we don't need something like that walking the streets. So what do you guys think? Do you believe that she's going to get off? A slap on the wrist? Or do you think she's going to do 20 years hard time? She's crying now about how it's rats and everything in the jail. Well, it's called jail, lady. You know? So, there you go. Okay, guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the video, and I will be doing something on her dad, Robert Maxwell. I did a story like 5 months ago, and I'm going to go back over that story because it's super interesting. The greed of people and the things people will do for the love of money. Okay, don't forget to like the video. Talk to you later.